Alright, I just want to spend a few minutes here to talk about some of the requirements on your checklist. Now these things are not in your rubric, most of them aren't, two of them actually are. But these are things that you need to do, otherwise I will not accept your paper. I will just simply politely ask you to do it correctly and then resubmit your paper. A lot of these things are formatting things, things that you have to do for high school, things that you do for Fjordleys, things that you're going to have to do in the future for college papers. If you want a scholarship, you have to apply and write things about yourself. Someday when you're searching for a job, you're also going to have to be writing things. So I'm just trying to get you into the habit of doing correct format for your papers. So here we go. First thing, make sure right away that you change the name of your Google Doc. Click Untitled Document. There's three parts to changing the name. First of all, put your period number, so if you're in period 2, just write period 2. Then please give me your full name. That means your first and your last name. We're trying to be formal and professional here with this paper. Get into the habit of using your full name. Finally, the date that the current event paper is due. Not the day that the article was written, not the day that you sat down and worked on it. The day that it's due. That way I can stay organized and check things in a timely manner for you. So click OK. Perfect. It's been renamed and you'll be able to find it in your Google Docs homepage very easily. Let's look at the margins of your paper. Sometimes kids will change the margins. The margins are just the space in the side. And kids like to change it because if they make them bigger, they can make their paper actually skinnier and then longer. Google Docs is already set up the right way. Please don't mess with it. Let's look at your heading in the top right here. First of all, first part of 3, your full name. And I'm just highlighting to kind of show you. You don't need to highlight on your paper. Type your full name. Then beneath it comes the name of the article and the source. You'll notice as I typed my paper out, I have little quotation marks around the name of my article. Here's why. Because the article is something small and it's part of something bigger. So what I mean is the article is actually part of a big website called CNN. Just like newspaper articles are in quotation marks because they are part of a newspaper. Or your favorite song is in quotation marks because it's part of a CD or an album. So you do that with your article. You make sure you have a comma here in between your quotation mark and your name. Then the source comes behind it, so CNN in this case. Third line, the last line for your heading, just give me the date the assignment's due. So again, June 30th is the date that I'm pretending. Make sure it's the day that it's due, please. Let's look at your spacing for your paper. Now, Google Docs, when you type, is already set at 1.15. That is fine for your heading. You can just leave your heading 1.15. Do not make it any bigger, please. Do not try and get more space so you have to type less on your paper. You have plenty of that already with your headings. But the rest of your paper, and you can do this at the beginning or you can do it at the end like I'm doing, is if you're going to do it at the end, just highlight everything. Go up to your line spacing icon, click 2.0 for double spacing. There it is. Everything's double spaced. Or, and I'm just going to go back here, if you're doing this at the beginning before you type anything, just go up and click 2.0 and then you'll get the same thing. So I'll change that real quick. Okay, very good. The size of your font. Everything should be in 12-point font. So if at the beginning before you type, you want to do this, you can. Or you can do it at the end like I am. Most of you will probably do it at the beginning though. But you're going to highlight everything. And you're going to go up here to, it says Arial and 11. We want to change this to 12. So it's a little bigger. We want to change Arial to Times New Roman. I am asking you to do 12-point Times New Roman because you do this in high school. You do this in Fjordleys's class. You do this on job applications. This is the standard professional font that you need to start using. Okay. Full page. Your paper is a full page. It is not 3/4 of a page. It's not, oh, I got one line left. Abby won't notice. Abby does notice. It's very easy to notice. And it's not hard to get a full page because really you're only typing half a page since it's double spaced. And you've got all these extra headings and stuff. So a full page is a full page, please. Down at the bottom, which I will show you how to do in a different video, you will have a works cited page that cites your source where you got your information. And you will also have a little link to your Poplet graphic organizers. That way I can click the links and know exactly where you got your source and what your graphic organizers look like. And I will show you that in a different video. So once you have all those things done, you'll be able to click share, which I will show you in a different video as well. So keep in mind, these are things that you have to do. You must do this after you've checked out your rubric. Before you turn anything in, you should go down this checklist, review your rubric to see if you did your best, because your rubric and your checklist is like your key. It's your map to victory. I'm asking you exactly what I want to see. And if you follow the checklist and the rubric, you will be gold. Please let me know if you have any questions.